I'm Tarot, and this is the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. By the way, if you like this tarot, by the way, this is the mass market version, then be sure to pre-order her Muse tarot. It's coming out very soon. So this is the Light Seer Tarot. It comes in a nice box. Let's break this thing open and check this out. Again, I said this is the mass market version because there was a Kickstarter. By the way, here's the side of the box, the back of the box. Pardon the shaky cam. I'm moving, so we're kind of on a bit of a budget tripod. So the Light Seer Tarot. There's the book. So here we have the book. As you can see, that is quite thick. That is quite thick. The book is 183 pages. So we have all sorts of good stuff in here. We'll take a look at this in a moment. Right now, let's break open the cards and take a look at those. Instead of plastic, they're sealed with a little piece of tape there. All right. So again, you've probably seen this before because again, this was on Kickstarter. So this is the mass market version, which from looking at the videos, this looks like, by the way, here's the back. This looks a bit smaller, and I imagine the card, wow, that's nice. Imagine the cardstock is thinner as well. These are beautiful. That's really nice. The Empress. I like sort of that handwritten Emperor, Herford. And the Lovers. It's so colorful. So colorful. Look at how colorful this is. So the cardstock, by the way, is about average for a standard mass market deck. That is the Chariot. I don't know if that's a font or if that's actually handwritten, but it looks cool. I like it. I like the Hermit. So are they just hovering in the air, or is that just an optical illusion? The Wheel, Justice, the Hanged Man. I like the symbols that are on some of these cards. You'll see several of these cards have symbols. They're sort of embedded within them, but they're just not in your face. So Death, Rebirth, the Infinity symbol, Temperance, and the Devil holding out the hand, and yet has strings controlling someone else. Wow, that's colorful. Nice. Look at that tower. That's beautiful. I like the art style on these as well. Have the star and the moon. And we'll have a 4K flip through tonight. Don't forget to watch for that. But for now, we'll just flip through it. Judgment's beautiful. And again, we have sort of just mixed in symbols. I like Judgment, sort of that a piece of me is exiting. And then we come to the minors, the Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. Just sort of looking out, but in a different perspective. Is that like a drawing, I guess? Travel, so travel plans, looking out, domain, travel plans. Three of Wands actually heading out. And the Four of Wands just did. The traditional home card. That is cool. They're sort of escaping or outside of the home. The Conflict card. I like the fire within there. I wonder what kind of symbolism these dots mean. Seven of Wands. This is gorgeous. Again, Muse Tarot coming out. Very soon. Well, not soon. I think it's April 2020. Be sure to get your pre-order in if you like this. I adore this deck. It's nice. I like the page, that freedom. And again, we have the dots. Have the white dots. We have the white dots here. It seems to be sort of a bit damaged. I believe it is a little damaged on the corner. Not corner, on the edge. Doesn't look too bad. Knight of Wands. Again, the dots. Page of Wands, the dots. Seems to be dots in every card. Maybe the book explains it. King of Wands. I like that. Sort of a strength. Sort of back to a strength feel. Page of Cups. Two of Cups. I like the boredom Again, such great use of colors. The color matching is fantastic. I like the cups. Really nice. The Page of Cups there. Wonder what that is. Knight of Cups. Knight riding. King of Cups. Ace of Swords. Now that is totally interesting. Have some sort of an equation down here as well as more symbolism up there. Some symbolism here. I like just the random use of symbolism. So we'll go through the book in just a second. And again, we have the dots on that one as well. Five of Swords, a Six of Swords with the travel. So you have somebody pulling. No swords in the boat? No. Seven of Swords with the theft and the crows. Eight of Swords with the blindfold, but it's just it's held on with a string. Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Well, that's an interesting rebirth of the Ten of Swords, right? Instead of just stabbed 10 times, the Page of Swords, the Knight. There seems to be a lot of story going on here. It's not just like, let me draw a random image and hope it has something to do with the card. There's a lot of story. There's a lot to tell here, it looks like. So I'm kind of anxious to get to the book. Four of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles being broke. I like that. So the key is there, but they're not using the key. So they've locked themselves in, kind of feel. So the Six of Pentacles, the giving and the different swirls, and again with the circles. So are these digital images? Does anybody know? Or is this actual drawing? It looks sort of digital-ish. So here we have, you guessed it, the dots as well. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. A lot of image, a lot of good use of color. And the one image that you see all the time, the Queen of Pentacles on the purchase thing, the King of Pentacles. So let's take a look at the guidebook. Let me pause and look up one. So she has some discussion on reversals. Most of the time I choose to read reversals as blocked or stagnant energy around the card. Interesting. I'm talking about connecting with your cards. Readings and spreads. We have the Light of Day, Light and Shadow spread, Light Worker Illumination, Calling in Love spread, and the Soul Joy spread. Then we go to the Major Arcana. Let's take an example here. We have the High Priestess. So we have Light Seer keywords. We have Shadow Seer keywords. And talks about the cards, the Princess, the Priestess, sits on the edge of this realm and the next as she draws down meaning and illumination from beyond the veil. Sacred insights and profound wisdom are flowing to you now, etc., etc. So look at one of the minors. Let's say the Three of Cups, for example. Light Seer, Shadow Seer. The pacts you run with and the kindred connections you forge are not always defined by blood, and yet they are your living and breathing support system. Talks about deep friendships and stuff like that. So, yeah. Fantastic deck. Very, very cool deck. And I like the hardbound box. And I like the very exhaustive 2-page, even when you come to the Minors book. That's very, very nice. So Light Seers Tarot. For an in-depth look at each card, you can go to the extended guidebook as well. That is nice. I like the added value about that as well. So you have about Chris Ann and all this other good stuff. So again, here is the back of the cards. And that is the Light Seer Tarot. So let me know what you think about the Light Seer Tarot. I absolutely adore it and already have the Muse Tarot on pre-order, the mass market version. So this is really cool. I think I paid about $25 for it off of Amazon. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please let me know what you think. And as always, hit like and subscribe.